Welcome to this reading for the summer solstice and the full moon in Capricorn. These two events are too much connected to present them separately. I have here a display for the full moon, but I also use the four signs where we have the summer solstice, which in the northern hemisphere is in Cancer, the opposite to the winter solstice, which is in Capricorn, but now remember the full moon is in Capricorn, so in a way the moon is still in the energy of the winter solstice and the sun is in the energy of the summer solstice. So these two are now coming together, the feminine and the masculine energy in a center point. I will use the card of the honeymoon or the strawberry moon, the energy that we have now, a time of life, of decision making, of strengthening commitment, of teamwork. And we also have the line of the two equinox, which one is in Aries, the spring one, and one is in Libra, the autumn one, because this is also these are the signs of the lunar nodes. So again, we are coming in a kind of central position with this beautiful time of the year where we have the summer solstice, and it's the beginning and the end. It's the alpha and the omega. We also have here this powerful symbol that I don't really pronounce it well, so I will not say it, but I think you recognize it if I show you another card. And this is also the energy of the weaver. Here we have the Fool. We are the weavers of our destiny. Now it's a great moment to think of which threads we want to work with, what do we want to make stronger, what needs to happen to move forward, what do we need to do to grow stronger, which threads need to be cut, which action can we take to tend the threads of our faith. Because we do weave the fabric of our life. And for this moment in time, I also choose to look at some interesting symbols called the Chandra symbols for these four signs. First of all, for the full moon in Capricorn, because it's at 1 degree and 7 minutes, the symbol will be a wisdom tooth has been removed from someone's mouth. It is plated with gold. And the meaning of this is that what was deeply and truly learned and mold your own energies, it's far stronger than ever, and it provides a basis for the future. And then if we think of the summer solstice, the 0 degree of Cancer, we have a potter at work. For Aries, we have a man repairing and extending a stone wall in the spring. And for Libra, we have a group of fat Italian ladies preparing bread. If we think of all these four symbols, we can imagine how we can concentrate all their energy in the 0 point and realize that we are the weavers. So what do we have with this summer solstice again for us in the northern hemisphere? We have the sun at the highest point, and it's going to be for 3 days. We have the moon out of bounds, which also means a major lunar standstill. And the moon is aligned with the galactic center. It's actually crossing the galactic center. We also have a possible supernova and a possible solar maximum. So what we can hope for with this energy, it's the return of the shining ones, and maybe to realize that actually we are the shining ones. If you know the story of the shining ones, if not, I invite you to do your own research because it's a beautiful story. But for this reading, I'm going to focus on this major lunar standstill, and there is an alignment happening at the KALY standing stone in Scotland. So here we are with this beautiful card from the sacred site. The energy focus of this site is alignment. It's a place in the Isle of Lewis in Scotland. And each of these cards is split in, let's say, three. We have the lower world, which is actually the past. We have the middle world, which is actually the present. And the upper world, which is actually the future. And how I'm going to do this reading, I am just going to look into messages that are coming from these three worlds. If any or all of them are important for you, just take a moment and connect. And we will go through all three of them, like in a kind of magical, I hope, trip for you. Imagine yourself standing barefoot inside a stone circuit at KALY on a warm summer night. So that could be tonight, in the night of the summer solstice. Tiny orbs of light flit around the silhouetted megalithes, and the damp grass tickles your feet. Now look down through the earth to see the fairies in the catacombs of the underworld. Inhale the earth magic and allow its energy to surge through you, attuning every cell in your body. So if we look at the lower world in this card, what do we see here? The underground cavern shown on this card represents your memory, while the water weaving through it has the power to align your energies and to heal you. At play here are the Scottish sea fairies, the merfolk, a purifying presence in the sea around the Isles of Lewis. Legend has it that the KALY stones were erected perhaps as long as 5,000 years ago by a Gaelic bard dressed in a coat of mallard and swan feathers, who arrived with a tribe of black-skinned people who brought black swans tethered by silver chains. Look through the eye of the closest swan on the card and dive deep within yourself to explore memories of a past hurt that still lingers. Perhaps the event has a positive outcome that you missed before. For example, losing a particular person may have allowed you to join a new group of friends. To heal your heart, draw on the restorative power of water through meditative swimming or bathing. And we will look now at more messages, if there is anything you need to heal from the past, any threads that you need to cut. So I will put these cards away, and we are now in KALY, in the lower world. And the cards that I pick up are first from the seed, because we talk about the fairies. And we got this Warrior 7, a hero's challenge. A hero stands against the odds, her flaming sword raised to the gods, and when they hear her battle cry, The sorry cowards will surely fly. So you are battling a worldly cause. You have the strength and the nobility and the stubbornness you need. And you will be able with this sword of fire to cut all the threads from the past that maybe are keeping you entangled. And because it's so beautiful about swans, I look at more cards I have with swans, thinking that each of them will have a message for us. And the first one is this, from the wisdom of the Avalon. The swan is a symbol of transformation, trusting the psychic gifts. And it's a number 3, because I mentioned in the beginning this union between feminine and masculine, between dark and light, and coming back to the 1. So 1 plus 2 actually is 1. This card represents a transformation from one state to another, from the ugly duckling to the beautiful swan. This signals a period of growth that will ultimately be life-changing. The swan says that you may change so much that you may not recognize yourself in the end. Most important, it's time to honor and love this change within yourself, for then only the most beautiful reflection will shine back at you from the mirror of your life. The swan reminds you to see with your heart and listen with your spirit, and the whole world can be magically transformed. You will love who you will become. And we have another beautiful swan from the grandmother's house. And here the swan talks about silence. Float in peace, observe divine neutrality's sides, where sky kisses the sea. This is what is going to happen with the moon standstill. The sky kisses the sea. And this is very much a card of service. So find the silence. And I love this card with feathers, because I see here also feathers, which says that you are on the right path and just go close to earth. Maybe rest on the earth if you can. Here it said taking a bath in the sea, coming close to your essence. And then we have from the wisdom of the hidden realms, because we are in the lower world here, the Swan Queen, transformation, intuition, and patience. So these are the same keywords. She asks that you look at your reflection in the events of your life. She gives you the ability to see the beauty that has transformed your life from ignorance to wisdom. The Swan Queen lets you know that it's time to go within and seek the answers in your intuition. Don't look outside yourself for answer. The true power lies reflecting in the still waters within you. Now it's the moment to meditate and ask for a vision. The power of perception is inherent in you, and the Swan King will help you dive deep into your query to find the answer you seek. This is also a reminder to allow time to transform ideas into reality. Nothing happens overnight. If you remember the symbol I mentioned in the beginning, it was also about the truth that you learned and you felt it and they are resonating with you. And then I had to look for an Animal King Oracle, the card of the swan. And here it's the card of harmony. It's associated with the spirit. Harmony is found when we are mirrored with the things we love about ourselves. Swan conducts itself with poise and elegance, sending us the gentle reminder that harmony is not something that needs to be thought about, spoken about, or explained. It simply needs to be felt. And the last but not least, because it was about the black, not necessarily the white swan, I look for a card with a black and a white swan, and then we have this beautiful 1111 card. Everything is possible. You are in alignment with your heart. You are preparing to reunite with your divine counterpart, which can also be your higher self. You demonstrate both strength and vulnerability. You have the ability to embrace contrast and duality and let go of your resistance quickly because you easily find neutrality within your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Stay open to everything and attached to nothing. This validates your faith in achieving the ultimate relationship you deserve. Of course, if you are looking for a relationship, first of all, maybe with yourself. So these were the cards for my categories for the lower part. Let's continue our journey. Remember, we are standing barefoot inside a stone circle at KALY on a warm summer night. Let's make it tonight, in the night of the summer solstice. We just had our visit in the underworld, and now we look up and observe the moon rise above the hills as the swan constellation glisten in the sky. Notice that a being of white swan feathers, the white guardian, is watching you. The black guardian appears and you realize that you are being called to acknowledge your shadow self. Take time to do this and allow these beings to come to you together and align your energies. So what do we see here in the upper world? Our potential. The constellation of the swan is the primary celestial focus here, also known as the Northern Cross. It would look like this. When we look at the stars, we see a Celtic cross. It says it has the shape of a Celtic cross, so as above, so below. Could it be that the purposely erected stones at KALY were situated above flowing waters deep in the earth and embodied with encoded memories? This site calls to the part of you that can, no matter what struggles you face, bring about order and stability from which you can move forward with confidence when you are ready to do so. Know that there are always at least two sides to every argument and idea, and that the best decision for you can only come from an understanding of both. Don't be afraid to take a stance, but inform yourself well before you do so. And because we have the white guardian and the black guardian watching over us, I'm going to take a card from the Return to Light Oracle that I just bought it and I found it amazing. And this is the card that came. It's Dissolve, Illusion, Grace, Archangel Michael, Spirit Animals, Shamanic Talents, Liberation, Enlightenment, Planetary Position, Source Chakra, Spirit Embodiment, and Oneness. This card heralds a time when you are dissolving the illusions that have separated you from Source. All the divine light you are integrated and grounding into your incarnation is enlightening you, burning away veils of illusion, raising your frequency and bringing you deeper into divine union. Divine Master Seraphis Bay, a bay of seraphim, is guiding you to a higher path together with Archangel Michael. You are supported in all realms, and it may be of interest to you now to explore this further. Spirit imbues infinite realms that can provide you with wisdom, experiences, and connection beyond your wildest imagination. If we move in another timeline, our mind will move from a 3D to a higher dimension, and we will be able to explore beyond our wildest imagination. Allow yourself to be overwhelmed and shocked by the infinitely creative universe again and again, to embody more of your spirit. Congratulations, beautiful soul. Your devotion, persistence, and hard work escape nobody who knows what this entails. However, do not feel discouraged if you feel alone in your realization and misunderstood by others who cannot recognize your growth and advancement. If this is the case, find intimacy and peace in the supreme spiritual connection you have developed within. The phenomenal, gracious, supreme Archangel Michael is by your side. Ask him to take you to the Bay of Seraphim to further advance your enlightenment in accordance with divine timing. So be it. And this beautiful image here, which is a number 5, or actually 14, and now I get goosebumps, because what is said to happen tonight is then we move from 12, using the 13, into 14. 14 being seen as 2 times 7. We have the duality and we have the sacred number 7. I also see it as a number of change, definitely change. And there are some symbols here of light codes, and I will show them to you in this image. I hope you can see them better. They are somehow hidden in this main card. And I also look for a card of Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe, angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Your angel team is with you now. You are not in this alone. You may be feeling sensitive or overwhelmed, but your angels are inviting you to take a step back so that they can come in and share their light of miracles. You may feel that your prayers aren't heard, but that doubt blocks solution from entering your life. Know that Archangel Michael and his legion of angels are here to help clear anything that's not serving you, so that you can allow in the miracles of change that you deserve. And I also have a card of Seraphim Bay. Ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light is here. You remember that was the white guardian and the dark guardian. The stars cannot shine without darkness. You may have experienced a low state of being, trauma or depression, but this is a new beginning. Become aware of growth. There is always room for improvement. There is also a sense of presentation now. You may be receiving documentation or certification to acknowledge your growth of experience. It's important to cherish this time and to realize that without the challenges or obstacles you have faced, you wouldn't be as strong, powerful, or focused as you are today. You are ascending personally and spiritually at this time, and the universe is here to support it. I hope you feel that too. And let's say this journey in the upper world, I will pick up a card from the Galactic Wisdom. And the card for you is your crystalline body. So with this, what I mentioned here, moving from 12 to 14, we are becoming the Shining One. Because we are the Shining One. You remember I said in the beginning that with all these energies now, the big chances that the Shining Ones are coming back, it will be for you to realize you are the Shining One. Picture yourself as a sparkling white diamond. The light is activating your full potential. You are an explosion of light. If you could just see yourself through the eyes of Michael and Seraphims. You are about to transform from a pupa into a butterfly. You are shining more brightly and in several aspects of your life. Do not hold back. Step into your full potential and look ahead. On all levels, your life is in the midst of great expansion. Let go, fly, and feel the flow. Trust in what is happening. Feel your entire energy body sparkling like thousands of twinkle diamonds. Take a time and feeling. All your cells and your DNA are lighting up like an explosion of light. Connect with your cells. It is as if you are merging with all the bright stars of the galaxy. You are a star. Know that you are so much more than just a human being. You are a being of light in a human experience. Love your body. Love the humans as you love your spirit. And love Earth. You are a galactic being filled with galactic wisdom. You can reach that wisdom, that mind, that it's no more a 3D mind, but a higher dimension, a divine mind. You are on the earth to be light and to light Gaia up. That's, in the end, why we are here. And it's so simple if we think about it. Just allow your light to be on earth, connecting. I like to imagine that the sun, the universe, is kissing the earth through me, through this body. When the light is on, we are like conductors of light. That's all it is. And when you are united with your higher self, you become the galactic being, and they are all one. Remember, I was here about oneness and embodiment. Connect with the source chakra, the planetary positions, everything is on place. You get the enlightenment, you have the Archangel Michael and the Seraphim with you. Allow the grace, divine grace, to liberate you. You are a shaman, and connect with the spirit animals, wherever that is for you. I will suggest to have a look at the Arc Dream from the Gene Keys. They have a free course, and pick up a spirit animal to work with, to guide you through these days. I picked up one yesterday, and I realized today that it's about wisdom. Yesterday I thought it's about me being lazy or feeling lazy because I was sick. Just stop and allow everything to integrate in you. All the fragments of knowledge that you have that come together and create, like all the pieces of a puzzle coming together and create an image, the image of you, the amazing galactic being that you are. And with this, we will continue our journey. I will clear up the display so we can move to the middle world. So let's continue with our visualization. Remember, we are standing barefoot inside the stone circle at KALY on a warm summer night. Let it be this night of the summer solstice. We just watch the white guardian and the black guardian. We receive messages from them, and next we watch the moon disappear behind the mountain and bring your focus to the avenue of stones. And let's see more about this avenue of stones, which are for us now the equivalent of the present or the middle world. The arrangement of stones at KALY resembles a Celtic cross. KALY is aligned with lunar activity. Every 18.6 years, the moon, seen from the side, appears to skim the womanly silhouette of a nearby mountain range, vanishing for a while only to reappear as if reborn. And you remember what we said in the beginning here with this beautiful card of the summer solstice. It's the end, it's the beginning. We are the full, which is 0, and some are seeing as the last from the Tarot Major Arcana cards, Alpha and Omega. The continuation, the cycles, the weavers. Contemplate the card. Fairies, lights dance in and out of the stone as guardians, one white and one black. Keep watch. Between them, they balance the chaos and order in your life. They are a reminder that what is made in the dark will be poured into the light. Your thoughts all have the potential to become manifest for good or for ill. If you are wrestling with ideas about doing things differently, then know that you need to give the situation time to come into a better alignment. Before you act, it would be worth sounding out somebody neutral about your ideas. And as it said, the fairies are here to help you. And I'm going to take a card from the Fairies Oracle. And the card for you is the number 7. Wow. We just had 14, and I said it's 2 times 7. 2 being the energies, feminine, masculine, dark and light. 7, the sacred number. And you got the singer of intuition, or we all got it. This beautiful card about trust, awareness. The song of the singer of intuition carries all the information there is. Some people believe that this information, often called the Akashic Records, is like a great filing cabinet or library in the sky that we have to go to in order to get information intuitively or psychically. We don't need to go anywhere. The song is sung within our blood and flesh and bone, just as it is within the rest of the universe. If, at humanity's present stage of evolution, we consciously heard the song in all its fullness, we would be overwhelmed, our minds burned out by the energy. A kindly universe had led us to a place in our development where we can consciously hear only bits of the melody. Usually, we must develop skill in actively listening for it, but occasionally a few notes resonate so close with your own being that we become aware of them. Those involuntary experiences are what we call hunches or intuition or extended sense perception. Not all meanings are meant to be clear at once. Some ideas take time. Some words are designed to lead us on inner journeys with truth hidden deep inside them. We can improve our perception of the song by learning to be very still and to listen in a special way. What we get for practicing stillness through meditation and listening, just ask and then listen, is the ability to understand and interpret meta symbols, the symbolism behind the material symbols of oracles and ohms themselves. Stars, ohms, portents, movement of star and mice, these are all part of one piece, the one song, and therefore a part of us as we are of them. Understanding them truly is just a matter of learning to be still, to ask, and to listen. Someday, as we evolve and grow, we will be able to hear more and more of this song and to base our action and choices on greater knowledge. Patience and practice are the key to all of the subtle, clear senses. The presence of the singer radiates special illumination and insights on the other cards that we had here. I think this is a time for us to open the inner door to intuition and to realize that we are ready to hear the song. And I will also take a card from the Akashic record. Of course, the song is inside you. You need to listen, to close your eyes and listen. And I will do that now and see what the message we get. Because I believe with these cards, that what they do is that when we go inside and we listen, we actually channel the information, and then we pick up a card like this one, and that's the information that it's available for us already inside us. It just resonates with the song in our heart. And I see here a beautiful heart. Open my heart to love. Wow. Open your heart to love. The frequency of love. That's all it is. The love for cosmos, the love for earth, the love for you, for humanity, for all that is. Allow it to flow into your being and shape your experience. Your body, mind and spirit fill with joy. You are held, supported and uplifted no matter where you are on your journey. And that's true. To end our moments in Kalanish, as the moon appears, you see its brilliant light coming toward you down the avenue. It is the shining one, yes. As you are engulfed in light, allow your darkness and all that weight you down to be dissolved, raising your vibration and connecting you with the stars. You are the shining one. And this is really an image of you, of the true you. And all you have to do, it's simple. Just open your heart to love. And from all my heart, I hope these cards and these messages are useful for you, and that you are going to connect with the beautiful energy of this summer solstice, of the full moon, of the galactic center, of any sacred site you choose to, even if it's just an altar that you make, or it's just your heart, or it's just an animal, or somebody you love that you take in your arms. It doesn't matter how and what, just do what resonates with you. And I'm grateful that you were here with me, because I co-create this space for you, the one who's going to listen. Thank you.